few months ago, I released an updated Tracer tip video with Danteh, and we touched on the vertical blink capability she has in her kit, and I thought it was appropriate to bring Danteh back as a guest and showcase some of the blinks he uses to gain positional advantages and catch enemies off guard. This was a Tracer buff introduced back in April 2020 when Echo was released. To do this Tracer blink tech, you need to jump and then blink with your crosshairs looking up at a ledge. If your jump height is close enough to a ledge on the y-axis, the blink will allow you to gain a small vertical component to go up a little bit and over the ledge. If you double blink, you can go even higher, which is enough to get you to some places you probably didn't expect you'd be able to. There's a lot of potential. Let's get the video started. This video was sponsored by Opera GX. Opera GX is the world's first web browser designed for gamers and is something I've been using, especially while I stream because of GX Control. Since I stream on a single PC setup, GX Control allows me to limit the network bandwidth and CPU and RAM usage, which is fantastic since I have to keep chat, alerts, OBS, and everything open. The less the browser consumes, the better. Like, look at the difference when compared to Chrome. I also love the sidebar. Right-click it here and look at the integrations you can have. I personally use the built-in Twitch feature to see who's streaming, and Discord as my choice of messenger. Also, you can't go wrong with GX Corner, which you can see right on your home page. Stay up to date with free games, gaming news, great deals, and keeping up with new releases and gaming content. Best of all, it's really aesthetically pleasing. You can customize it to however you want, and it's completely free. Download it through the link in the description below, and let's begin with the 2 CP maps, starting with Hanamura.
First point, I feel like if you go through the right side or main or the left side, it's kind of hard to get in because they can force your recall really easy and then you recall all the way back here. But for here, you go like this. Make sure you're standing on this little ledge right here, and then you double blink to here. Do that, double blink here. You can go to right here, you can get behind them, you can go right here. You can actually touch point by inching up like this, which is really cool. You can get on here. A lot of cool things you can do with this blink. On Hanamura's second offense is this one. Get the high ground really easy. Not many people know about it. And if you're here and you see your team pushing there, you see an opportunity to kill someone over there, you don't have to go all the way over there. You can just go like... And then when I'm respawning on defense, second point, I really like to go this way because it gives you high ground and you can kind of assess the situation a lot better from here. You can hide. If they're capping this point and you're coming to recontest, no one really see you. Your flank, and then find a kill right here, anywhere over here. For Horizon, if you want to grab the high ground, you can go like this. That's it for this map. On Paris offense, there are multiple ways to get to this high ground. First off, you could blink like this. You can blink from the sides. And you can even double blink from right here to get up there. But make sure you double blink, because if you just blink once, you're going to get stuck like that. You need to blink twice to go over. A lot of Tracers like to start here on Anubis, and it's a pretty good spot. You go like this. You can get the high ground really easy. But instead of the default one, I can show you my alternative defensive starting spot by coming up here. Make sure you do this before the round starts, obviously, because it'll take a while to set up. Come up here, then blink to this corner and wedge yourself here. This spot allows you to drop on enemies coming into the side. You'll probably not be looking up here and expect a Tracer there. It also accomplishes the same thing as the default spot by allowing you to jump on snipers at main if needed. I think this spot is a lot better because it gives you more options. In general, Anubis has a lot of blinks, so I'll just run through them really quickly and move on to the next map. On Volskaya, if there's ever a hit scan or someone you can test right here, there's a few different blinks you can use. You can go like this. You can also just be hiding right here and then go faster like this. Then moving on to the second point. Right here you can get high ground really easily. by doing this. You can also jump off of this to there. It's a little inconsistent because you have to be at the very peak of your jump when you blink, and sometimes then you don't even make it, but it is possible. It's also risky because they're going to be looking at you while you're doing this. Back in the day, you could use this jump to get on high ground, and I don't mind it, but I feel like they can see you really easily right here, and it's like a two-step, so it's kind of annoying. But if you go just double blink through here, I feel like it's just harder for them to see you. Boom. On downtown Busan, I like to go like this if there's ever a Hit Scan or Zen or Anna right here. Between fights, I really like to hide in that spot right there, but there's two different blinks you can do this. You can go like this, you can go like that. You can do it by looking up when you blink and jumping at the very peak. If you want to make sure, you can just use two blinks, and then you're just safe for sure. On Busan Sanctuary, if there's ever anyone on the Mega Health Pack, I like to go like this. The other spot I like to play is between fights. I like to hide right here. From this position, you can hear basically like anything on the map. You can hear if they're going that way. You can hear if they're above you. You can just blink over like this. You can also blink for them if they're right there. If they're this way, you can just go like this, and then wait for them to come. There aren't many blinks on Busan Mecha Base, but here's one I like to do between fights, and you can contest any snipers that are up on the high ground. Then just between fights, I like to listen or ask my team where they're going. And then if they're here, see pulse bomb. If they're right here, just drop behind. On Ilios Lighthouse, if there's anyone up there, I like to use this blink shortcut to get up there. It's really easy. Go like this. Between fights, I like to go up here. It's a really neat spot. You go right here, and then somehow you can get on top of this if you double blink. And then you just listen for people. You hear a widow. Maybe don't slide like that against a widow, but you can also like just blink across. Ilios Ruins actually has so many blinks to get the high grounds. This map is really, really good for Tracer now. I'll probably just show a lot of them because I don't really need to explain most of them. Yeah, I think that's most of them. I mean, there's probably more, but like, those are like so easy. Like, there's no reason not to do all these. On Ilios Well, there's a similar concept to Lighthouse. You can go right here, and double blink up, and then you're right here. And you kind of just wait, play it off of your ears. If you hear people over here on the high ground or underneath you, you can just jump over, pulse that, or just go on someone right here. If you ever need to get this high ground, you can go like this. You can also hide on these two spots. It's kind of risky though because they can see you from basically anywhere. They can force a recall just by hitting you once. Here another blink is. Somehow you can go from right there to up there. Just keep on trying to jump at your, or blink at your peak, and then sometimes you'll get up here. This is a classic blink. A lot of Tracers know this. You can do this before the vertical blink buff, but like right here, you can use one blink. Yeah, just really easy access to high ground. Another blink that can be useful is you can just hide like right here on your side, and then when you hear the enemies are over here, you can just go like this. If you're ever on point, you have like no blinks, you're trying to survive, you can just go like out the window. You can also use these windows to quickly touch. You can just hop in, hop out. For Lijiang Garden, the rocks are really useful on this map. You can use them to touch point. Normally, you go like this, like this. Most people expect you to come from either right here or here. People don't really expect you to go through the window, so you go like this. You can also go like this from this rock. This one might be better because it's easier to climb up. The other one you can like slide off really easily. You can also get to this high ground with the rocks here. There's only one blink that's really useful on Lijiang Control Center. You can blink from here up to here. You can also just single blink it actually, like that. You kind of stall on the ledge for a second, so be careful with that. You can also just double blink so you don't stall like that. Yeah, that's all for this map. On Nepal Shrine, one useful blink you can use to get the high ground, you jump on this little statue thing. From here, you can also go back like this. You can go to a secret spot right here, drop at people main. If you see anyone under you walking out, they probably won't look up. The spot works on both sides as well, so yeah. On Nepal Village, there aren't that many tracer blinks, but this is a nice way to flank to the high ground. You just walk on the stone right here, go up like this, sneak around, sneak up on a support. You can also get up here, easy blink like that. If you're ever on point and you need to quickly escape, you can just be like this, and then you're above point, and only flying heroes can chase you. One blink I like to do between fights is hide up there, go like this. This one's really consistent, just go in the pot, look like right here, double blink, and then you're up here. Costs 2 blinks though, so just wait for someone to pass. You can hide up here if there's ever someone walking out. There's a good chance they're probably not going to be looking up here, but yeah, just right here. No one's going to expect it. On Oasis City Center, there aren't many blinks, but you can go back and forth like this. You can also blink over this wall, so if you ever hear someone or if your team scouts that there's people coming from main, you can just go like this. You can move around the map really quickly from there. There aren't many blinks on Oasis Garden, but here's a nice one you can use. This little double blink. Kind of looks like you just go through the wall. Pretty cool. You can always use blinks like this to quickly go across, like that. Jumping up can also be bad because they'll see you. But if you're just in their face, full spam, they can't do much. On Oasis University, there is one useful blink you can do. It is right here. You can jump from this couch, right here. You have this like little ledge. If you go to the top of the couch, this is not the top, you have to jump to get to the very top of it. You can get there without landing on that ledge, you just go straight over, like that. You can do that on both sides. Same thing applies with the top of the couch. If you go right here and you crouch, the enemies can't see above you. Unless you have your guns up, just don't do that. But yeah, they can't see you. You can wait for like the perfect opportunity. Boom. Blizzard World has some decent blinks, I'd say. Right here, you can actually blink onto this. Go like that. You can do the same right here on the hay bales. So you just go double blink. Maybe even one blink can get you there. Yeah, one blink can do it. On last point, you can climb up this. You can go like this. You can also double blink up here. And that's about all for this map. On Eichenwalde, there are some decent jumps you can do. So you can go on the payload while you're capping the point, and you can do things like this. You can go like this. When you win a fight on second point and the defending team's coming out of there, I like to position up here and just triple blink to get right here. People don't really expect it or look up here. You just have to be careful for right there. People probably won't see you right there. So just always be ready for that. You can go right here too. A little secret spot right here that you can go on. Just careful with the railing. I think you need the railing. No one will really ever expect that. I think Hollywood is probably the best map for the new Tracer buff. For example, right here, you can't really climb this, but if you blink up, you can get here. You go like here. Really easy. You can also go off payload for this one. You go like this. This one's kind of hard. Sometimes it's worth it just to double blink to make sure that you can get on top of it, because it's kind of inconsistent. Like you slide around, but if you double blink, you'll make it like 100% of the time. You can still do it single blink, but sometimes it's just inconsistent. You can get on top of jail really easily. Just go like this. Just double blink. Make sure you have your crosshair aimed up. Third point, make sure you do it at the peak of your jump, or it won't work. You have to do it at the peak of the jump and then double blink. Get up here. Really easy. And if you're defending and you want to retake high ground without going up the stairs, you can go on a railing like this. Then you just go like that. Or you can go on this plank because it makes you a little higher. And you go like this, and you go like that. King's Row is a really good map for the new vertical blinks. You just go like this. You can go on basically all of them like this. Just boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You can get high ground from basically anywhere. You can also get high ground from the phone booth. You have to look up and double blink and blink at the peak of your jump, and you should be good. You go up here. You go like this. There's also a spot right here. You didn't know about that. Now you do. You can actually access the high ground on third point King's Row, which is like really hard on a lot of heroes. Just triple blink from there. Another way that not many people know about, you can also go from right here. You go like this, really easy. It's only 2 blinks rather than triple blinking, so you actually have a blink while you're up there. If you're ever right here and need to go up there easy, you can go like that. Numbani is also a pretty decent map for tracer blinks. One way that you can get the high ground from coast is like this. You actually don't rub against the wall, you have to back up a little bit and then double blink, and then you get high ground. On second point, I like to use this one a lot. Really easy access to high ground. From here, you can go right here. You can actually get to a secret spot, but do not break the railings. If the railings are broken, you cannot. You have to blink straight to that. It's kind of hard, but yeah, just like this. You can see a reflection that isn't very accurate. You won't be able to see players through this. Wait, this isn't even a reflection. What? Where am I? Huh? If you ever want to get to this high ground easy without going like that, you can just go like this. Walk up this, walk up this. Go on the rock. You can do it in 1 blink, but it's probably just more consistent to just use 2. For Dorado, if there's ever someone up here, a DPS, a tank, a support, I like to use this blink to contest them. If there's ever someone in that window, you can get up there multiple ways. You can go like this. Then going on a second point, you can get to the high ground from complete low ground like this. You can also use the cart to blink onto this. If there's ever a support or widow or something hiding right here, you can just hide like this, crouch over. You go like this. Boom. On Havana, there's actually some pretty good blink spots, so I'll just go through them really quick. You can get to the high ground from right here. You can also go from the cart. Just go like this, really easy. You can get to that spot, really easy too. Go like this. Then you can go right here. Right here you can climb up the bat. You go like boom. It's a little weird, you kind of gotta get a feel for it. On third point, I really like to use this one if I'm flanking. Go like this. Instead of going all the way around, if you need to go quick, you can just go like this. Pulse the tank. Get to safety. And yeah, that's all for Havana. One useful blink for Junkertown is you can double blink, or well, you can triple blink like that if there's a widow there. You can also double blink it. I prefer to triple blink just because normally that's a safe position. Sometimes you can miss the double blink. Triple blink just like ensures that you get through. Even if the widow isn't here, it really makes the widow feel pressured. She feels like she can't play on this side if you blink this area. And you can look for flanks too. And it really makes our team feel like pinched in because your team is pushing from there and you're behind. It makes it feel really hard for the other team, and it's really accessible. You can also go right here. This is a little walk spot. You can do this on any hero. You can just blink across as well like this. Nice little spot. On Rialto, one nice little flank I like to use is right here. You can just go over this wall. You get on their backline really easy. A lot of people play on the stairs, so you can just blink over. Route 66. This is like a really good spot actually. It's really easy to get to the high ground. You can just go like this. And boom. You can actually blink to that. This one's kind of hard. You just want to make sure you're all the way back and you blink at the peak of your jump. I think Watchpoint Gibraltar has some pretty decent blinks for Tracer. Something I like to do right here on first point, I like to go like this, just to get high ground easier. You can also go like this. I feel like it's really annoying having to climb up this and like maybe mess up or like mess up the jumps, so I just like to be really fast and quick. Second point has a pretty decent jump right here. You can get on top of the plane. It's easier to do it in 2 blinks, but you can do it in 1 blink. You can also get to the high ground with these boxes. And last point, you can like basically not touch the ground at all. You can go like this. You can go like this. You can go like this. You can go over this. A lot of really good blinks. You can go around the map with a triple blink. Like that. Go like this. Those are all the tracer blinks I know. There's a ton of spots I didn't even mention in this video, and a lot more to be discovered. I even learned a bunch of new ones messing around recording this video, so make sure you get creative and look for some on your own.